Hello everyone. As you already know, you need screening certificate when you apply visa at Japanese embassy unless your visa status is applied into exceptionally circumstances. Only company, school, and organization in Japan can apply schooling certificate for you. Required documents themselves are not complicated. The most important is both you and your company need to understand what to do for entering Japan. Pledge is one of required documents to submit for the screening certificate application. There are two pledges. One is for newcomer and the other is for a company. Each of you sign on it. I heard some of you sign it without understanding what is written there. Signing a pledge means you make a promise to follow everything. How can you make a promise without knowing what you need to do? Now, I will explain what is written there. Before starting, please note that ministries might revise the rules according to COVID-19 infection situation. Everything here is as of November 20th, 2021. I am sure it will be a long video, but please watch till end. Newcomers and company need to cooperate fully with the Japanese government throughout the entire procedures. If you violate the pledge, your information as well as companies would be sent to immigration, and in the worst case, for foreigners will subject to cancellation of visa and deportation. Business manager visa holders would not be able to bring any more workers from abroad and would not be able to get permanent residency. Pledge document you need to sign in is just one sheet. The left one is for newcomer and the right is for company. In short, it states you will follow everything on the attached contents of pledge. And you agree that all information would be transferred to immigration or other bureau. If necessary, moreover, you agree that ministry in charge could investigate you and your facilities. You are staying for quarantine. So, what you need to promise? Look at the documents on the screen. These are contents of pledge for newcomer. 4 pages. There are 26 articles to follow. Newcomers, you need to understand and follow everything. I cannot explain word by word here. So I will point out main important matters you need to understand well. Please see the chart. You can download the Japanese version, but there is no English version on their site. So my office made the English version for you. So this is before arrival, what you need, newcomer need to do, and company need to do. And after arrival, this is what newcomer need to do, and here is company need to do after arrival. Let me explain one by one. At first, newcomers, you need to do those things before departure. In order to apply visa at immigration, at embassy, you need passport, CLE original, and copy of schooling certificate, and other requirements from embassy. Then everything is fine. You could get a visa. Okay, and here. You need to check the temperature every day for 14 days prior to the departure And if you have any symptoms, you need to report it to the company. Japanese sentence at bottom is corresponding parts on contents of pledge. You need to get PCR test within 72 hours prior to the entry date, and you need to get the negative certificate. Look, here is a certificate format by Japanese government. You could download the format, even if you cannot use the format like this. If the certificate includes all necessary information in English, you could use it. Without the proper certificate to prove you're negative, you cannot enter Japan. Then, you need to install and log into designated apps on your mobiles. If you don't have a mobile, your company needs to prepare it. Those apps, like my SOS app and this Cocoa apps, uh, they are necessary for being monitored after you enter Japan during quarantine. There is an instruction guide in English. You can visit and learn how to install and how to use it. I will show you the link information later. Okay, finally, you enter Japan. Welcome to Japan, but quarantine will follow. Someone who takes in charge for you from company picks you up at the airport and drive you to self-isolation facility. You cannot use public transportation at all. If you arrive at Narita Airport, Tokyo, and your company is located in Hokkaido, the northern part of Japan, the company needs you to drive to Hokkaido, or you can stay at the hotel nearby airport. You cannot contact any other people. You need to stay for 14 days at self-quarantine facility. You cannot go around except emergency. If you hold vaccine certificate that is accredited by Japanese government, your quarantine period is shortened to 10 days. Then, during quarantine, you need to report health conditions every day to the company, and you need to respond to video calls every day from health center. You cannot go around except emergency. If you feel sick, you have to contact your company immediately. Additionally, if you traveled from designated countries on the screen, here it is in English. So you need to take PCR test on the third day that is prepared by your company. Those are useful links. Number one is a PCR format that I showed you before. And second one is line Apple's instruction in English. And the third one is frequently asked question site in English about entry and quarantine rule. So this is the first page of the FAQ site. You can run various matters about quarantine here. Please make some time for visiting there. So that is for a newcomer. Now let's start the pledge for a company. Basically, company need to make sure a newcomer understands the pledge content and let him follow all rules. Look, this is the content of pledge for the company. 5 pages and more than 35 articles. Company owner, you need to follow everything. In order to apply screening certificate, company needs to do following in advance. company need to do followings in advance. Reserve self-isolation facility. Company need to prepare an isolated room with a shower and bathroom only by himself. Once you set it, company needs to contact local health center called Hokenjo and report that the newcomer is coming and stay there for 14 days for self-quarantine. Ministry or Hokenjo might check the facility to check so that everything is okay. If they notice that other people are staying there or shares bathroom or shower, company would be ordered to fix the situation, and it would be the big trouble for you. And company need to secure their transportation too. Once again, the newcomers cannot use the public transportation. After everything prepared, company could apply screen certificate by line. Okay, sorry. Here. And required documents are not, so screen certificate application, required documents are not complicated, but the way of application is very complicated and all direction is only in Japanese. If you feel difficulty to apply by yourself, please contact my office beyond. When you apply, you can leave blank for flight information. But after a newcomer gets a visa with screening certificate and book the flight, company need to register flight information and some other change after application. Company gets a specific number to register it, log in it after getting screening certificate. So this is the site a company can log in and register the follow-up information for the newcomer. You could get the specific number only after you got the screening certificate. Before the newcomer comes, company needs to make sure for him to check the temperature for 14 days. Take the PCR test properly and get a negative certificate. Then, but the travel insurance to cover until he enrolls the health insurance in Japan. Generally, he cannot enroll until the quarantine is over. We don't know what will happen during the travel in such pandemic situation. If something happens, you are on board at airport or during quarantine before joining health insurance in Japan, you or your company has to shoulder everything. Therefore, buying traveler's insurance is very important. Then, if he already has own mobile, support him to install the new apps for monitoring. If he cannot get a mobile in his country, company should prepare one for him in Japan and pass him after the arrival. Then, finally, you could meet your new employee at the airport. Then drive him to the self-isolation facility. He cannot go around. Company need to provide food and necessary goods unless he is staying at hotel. During quarantine, company need to monitor his health condition and location every day. If he claims something wrong about his health condition, you need to report it at health center, Hokenjo, and follow their instruction. If the newcomer is from one of the countries on the list I showed you before, you need to provide PCR test kit on Thursday. You need to prepare it in advance. Finally, quarantine ends. The company needs to submit the report to the ministry. Once again, you can use this login site for reporting. If the newcomer holds the accredited vaccine certificate, the quarantine would be shortened to 10 days. The place is Also for short-term business trip with additional requirements as well. But here I focus on long-stay visa holders on this video. Thank you for watching the video to end. Please share the video with your employee and employer and community. Please do not sign without understanding the contents well. Once again, if you break your pledge, you would have big problem. You might have risk to lose your visa that you grabbed finally after long days. At last, if you have difficulty to apply screening certificate, please contact the Legal Support Group Beyond. I am one of immigration lawyers of Beyond, Junko Watabe. We set the special button for inquiry about screening certificate on our website here. If you want to do video consultation with us, send a message from there. Thank you for watching till end. So please review this video and understand fully about the pledge. Thank you.